Oh, there we go. There we go. That was it. Actually, I might be able
Was
to.
it a plugin?
Yeah, we're live now. We're live now. Hold on, you fucks. Hold on. Let me see if I can get my little fucking tricks, bag of tricks to work. Don't worry about that dead air, guys. Don't fucking worry about that dead air.
No, we just had some technical difficulties. Fix it.
We're getting this shit nice and fixed. Don't worry, boys. But welcome,
These things always
welcome.
happen.
We are
We
playing
were just
around.
saying before. Oh, sorry to
Oh no
talk
no
over you,
no no
BMM.
no no. Go
Got
ahead,
a
go
little.
ahead.
I was just gonna say, and fill everyone in. We were just talking about the potential that this is all happening, all the technical difficulties, because we have banking collapses in the title of this live stream. We
That's
don't know how
100%.
dystopian the world has become.
That
I'd
is
blame
100.
Roscoe.
You definitely gotta blame him. You definitely gotta blame him.
I mean, it doesn't make sense otherwise.
Alrighty, alrighty.
Who won? Well, that's what we're here
So,
to find out.
That's exactly who we're
well,
gonna find out. Oh, we got 5 people? Oh, awesome. That's fucking cool.
I see 9 on my end.
It's just jump.
Oh, sweet.
Awesome. So everyone knows we have no technical difficulties now. We can go into the drawing. That's how we'll start out this live stream. But we got 2 drawings, don't we? We got
Ooh.
the one for a pizza coin, and then we got another one for a Morgan coin.
Yeah,
So
I think we're
we'll
gonna
do one
start
just
with that Morgan coin and end with the pizza coin prize at the end.
a best
So
for last kind of thing.
that's our that'll be our last one, the pizza coin prize. That will definitely be it. So, right here we got Chief Banana Jamma. Jamma Mamma Mamma. We got this. We got our mod fucking posting up a really cool long video of everyone that I think literally everyone that submitted to the contest, and we got 205 entries. I took out one entry because it was I think he just posted it up. He knew he didn't want to win and stuff, so we took him out. A honorary mod. So besides from that entry, 205 guys right here. We got the list. We got the list. So what we are gonna do, like we said, we're gonna do one drawing right now, and the best way to do that is to use this random number generator right here. There's no repeats in here when it does it, but when we calculate, it'll throw out 14 numbers right off the bat. So I'm gonna refresh the page, so it's all clean, ready to go. Allow no repeats. And we are gonna see what numbers are gonna be put on the wheel of dystopia. So there we go. One, and I guess guess you have to wait a few minutes while I write this stuff down on the wheel. But go ahead, IA and AG. What's up?
Well, I was just concentrating on the chat. We got one person that said they were in the slideshow from Chief Banana Jam. I'm just a little concerned about that. I want to make sure everyone that participated in the drawing doesn't get included in this.
I'm pretty
Uh,
sure
no,
he put everyone, but if we're missing someone, I'll tell him
So
to
I'm gonna just
fix that shit.
it might have
uh,
been one of the
well,
comment
actually,
entries.
might have been, yeah. If you can just reach out to the mods, we try to take everyone from the list or the tags that were out there on the board and put it on the spreadsheet. If we didn't see yours, reach out to us in mod mail. Give us the link or on our Discord. Give us the link to your post, and we'll review everything and make sure that you're in for the second drawing. We don't want to delay things here, just in case we already do got you included. Mistake.
Well, and the video might just not have been long enough to have every single picture. So
Oh, that's true.
That could have also been the case. So we think we got everybody, and it gives me a little bit of a panic, but we will make sure if you're not there by the end of the show, you're definitely in the second drawing as a consolation. Um, I just think that that's the best compromise you can do, but we're really sure we got everybody.
Oh, for the drawing itself, everyone's in there for sure. The names, but just the honorary video. Uh, that
Okay.
that's just the only thing that's missing stuff. That might be missing some people in it. I think that
Okay,
took like
that
7
really
hours to make, so I don't know. I don't know how
Yeah,
much
that seems
longer.
more likely. That definitely seems more likely that it was just not included in the video, but we got your name.
We do got your name.
So, mhm,
Uh,
so, oh, so we got the answers here of who we're gonna put on the wheel of destiny, right?
oh, dystopia.
So dystopia,
Dystopia.
Freudian slip.
Well,
So,
this is the Wheel of
oh, that's
Destiny and dystopia. So we got our
it's
numbers
all
right
those
here.
things.
It's everything and all
Hmm.
and nothing at the same time. So these are the numbers that are on there, guys. And I'm gonna spin this shit right now.
Good luck, everyone.
179. 179. Whoop. See?
Well,
179.
all right. Well, who is that? We got to go back to the list.
Yep, that's that's the wrong one. That's CHM11 Moondog. Moondog, congrats, man. Congrats, Moondog. 179 for winning the 1 ounce coin from Short Stacker. So I want to write this
That's
shit
awesome.
down.
That's well, please do. We don't want to forget the winner. I'm sure he's super excited if he's listening. But yeah, we'll definitely get that Morgan coin out to you. A little piece of history.
Just a little piece. Just a little piece, boys. Congrats, man. Congrats.
Oh,
So what do you want to start out with today? What do you guys want
yeah.
to talk about? With we got updates, we got all other kinds of shit. We got Angst jumping on in as well. He jumped on just in time while we went through all our technical difficulties. But or my
Yeah.
technical difficulties.
Hi there, guys. Just eating a quick burrito while you guys talk ahead.
Sweet.
Perfect. So what we really, set the title for is just to talk about the whole chaos that's ensuing right now. But we really wanted to get the community's input and questions you wanted to ask the moderators so that we have a chance to prove that, yeah, we're the correct leadership for this job and understand what's going on here and properly lead the Zape community ultimately to a silver alternative if it has to come to that, because everything is just on fire. That's a great conversation to have, I think, for everyone involved here.
I think so. I think so. Is there any questions that have popped up yet? With anyone asking stuff, anything that we're doing that they're curious about? What do you fucks want? What do you fucks have to? What do you fucks have to say?
Chris Reich is asking, what is money? Which I think is a pretty good, although deeply philosophical question.
Well, we can go into a lot of territories with that, but I think, if we equate this to sort of more of an American history, the Indians, or the Native Americans, sorry, were pretty content with accepting seashells. And we know in history what happened to them. So seashells definitely are not money. It has to have some intrinsic value, in my opinion, something that holds its worth. And I think silver in this modern time is money, even though people in the past have commented that the price volatility of silver gives it a disadvantage. But if we somehow have a smallest denomination and peg it towards a commodity or some other, that is equal in value to it, I feel like that can form the basis of a alternative bartering system. That's what I think money is. It's a standardization of bartering. To have one thing that's everybody will accept, or a universal amount of people will accept as viable wealth transfer, energy transfer. Anyone want to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, it's something you can actually hold in your hand, something that holds value. Silver, obviously, is what we're about. Gold, obviously, historically, is money. I'd take cowrie shells over printed paper, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, but in a sense, with why we're all here, is I realized that silver is just so less, or so much more rare in terms of a metal that exists out there to harness from the earth. Um, and its needs across the board for the future. Uh, I think it's almost like a deterrent for bad things to come from all these, for everybody to hold silver because it keeps it out of the hands of those that want to make war with it or other atrocities.
Oh,
So,
sorry, I'm playing
um,
around with this. I'm still trying to get it to work. I don't think I'll be able to.
so yeah, I just think that, and in this day and age, we live in a time where there's so much chaos. In the last 3 years alone, there's so much chaos, and it only keeps getting worse. This is a catalytic event that I think has been in the works for a long time. Not to get too conspiratorial, but a long time. You can look at the charts and you can see a failing monetary system. The fiat system is just a failure, and they've accelerated that failure, I think, at this juncture in order to bring out something new, which I'll just go out and say it is central bank digital currency. They need some sort of catalyst for this. And here it is. Here's the big old catalyst that everybody's been waiting for and preparing for. Here it is. And we got to have an alternative to that so that it can't just be defaulted as a choice.
No, it totally makes sense. I mean, I think all forms of sound money are money, but I also think like everything else, the gambling on random shit is also money too. If you could turn it into real money, so like that's why I like stocks and playing random bets that I know that are probably gonna go down and stuff. But it's in the hopes of turning it into real money. At least for me, just very simply gold and silver, and I don't have any platinum yet, but that would be cool to have at some point. And
I ended up picking a whole gram up when the Ukraine war ended up happening because I know Russia is a big um, producer of platinum, and I didn't want a situation where I wouldn't be able to afford a car because I couldn't afford the catalytic converter. So I get just enough for a catalytic, maybe a couple catalytic converters.
oh, sweet. What about you, Angst?
I'm just a worst case scenario guy.
Does Angst, is that burrito your monies, or what? What's your philosophy on money? Oh yeah, please tell me the philosophy of money.
I don't. Okay, so,
Please tell me how much you love it.
I think Illuminated got a lot of it right at the beginning. But should I turn on my camera? Is that a thing?
Do
Can I
it
do that
if you want to. Yeah.
Because I usually do that anyway.
I actually have it set up
good.
now so that's looking at the Discord window instead of the retarded way I had it last time.
Hold on. Well, I mean, yeah, you don't want it like that. Oh, Christ. All right, here we go. Hi, everybody. Okay, so first of all, for those that don't know who I am, I don't know shit about this stuff compared to these guys. I'm essentially just a side piece guest, so please do not think that anything I say is of any kind of economic value. That's not exactly my forte. My forte is mental health and history.
Full disclaimer: none of us are financial advisors. We're not or giving you any financial advice.
But I know even less than these guys. Let's just say. All right, that's kind of what I'm trying to say. But as far as money goes, I would say off the top of my head, the first thing that comes to mind is ammunition. I would say ammunition is definitely a form of currency.
Yeah. Well, it depends, right? It depends on the scenario that unfolds. I think a lot of people have this idea of like the male fantasy of them versus the world, and I think the people who are up against that have come hashed this plan against us, supposedly. They probably have already saw that coming, and they're gonna make it the slowest game possible. to beat us by a siege.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. It was more of a joke, but yeah.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
I take everything seriously with my autism.
Oh, okay. Apologies.
Oh, also,
that's fine.
Angst, explain who
Mhm.
you are because the late night people, the people in
Oh,
Australia that watch us when we go on.
okay.
These.
So I'm usually I've been a longtime friend of Dumb Money's for a very long time. I run my own channel for like mental health type stuff, mostly schizo spectrum stuff. Let's just say there's a lot of people in that side of the internet that is interested in things like this, like dystopia, silver, alternative forms of currency in order to survive possible uh, let's just say scenarios of an unfavorable kind. So, so there's people out there, even within my community that might be interested in this sort of stuff. And I do my own thing, but I'm not here to shill. I'm here to hang out with you guys and see what you guys are discussing. So,
Well, I think, you hit the nail on the head there in a way because, the people with those type of personalities, you're more vigilant to these sort of dystopian ideas that could unfold. They're thinking about it. They're
Mhm.
thinking about what could unfold with XYZ, amount of catalysts involved.
Yeah, so, some
Always
like to
ahead of the
term
game.
yeah, some like to term a little bit of hypervigilance and some caution as being entirely paranoia, and I'd have to disagree with that. So,
Well, I mean, the only people that turn out to be not, crazy are the ones that are correct in the end.
correct. That's correct.
But, it ends up just being the case. And, that's why, I'm a guy of principle. If I firmly believe something, I'm going to say it. I'm probably a rare breed in that regard, because I don't care if someone calls me I'm crazy. Because if I believe something hard enough, people should hear it. And do you find that, people that you work with in that regard is more free to feel like they can say whatever they want or be honest?
In most regards, and even with that freedom, they don't really do anything destructive with it most of the time. At least with the server I run and the people I run with, it's kind of like the kind of stuff I or people that are interested in this sort of stuff that are kind of like myself that would say that would be probably considered like difficult to swallow would probably be some kind of very pessimistic perspectives on a variety of matters pertaining
Mhm.
to humanity's I guess
Progression.
not descent, but yeah, progression. Yeah, there you go. And so they probably have a few things to say about how things are running, and so but it doesn't generally devolve into anything absurd, as in like believing that this or that has like immediate ramifications, like there's nano machines in the food or something. So that's not the kind of stuff that I would say most of the people I would run with are into.
Well,
So.
are they concerned with what happened on Friday with the Silicon Valley Bank just
I would.
collapse? But
Well, there's a mix. I would say some people are interested in those subjects, and then there's a bunch of people that are just totally indifferent have already kind of given up on humanity. So they're not really interested in any kind of eventual collapse because they already assume it. And it's usually something, and depending on the special interest of the person we're talking about, it could range anywhere from economic stuff like this to social stuff to literally the bees dying. So the bees dying is a big concern to some people, to the
yeah,
point where
I
they might
don't,
as well
I
not
don't want the bees
bother.
dying.
Yeah, but they believe that some people believe the bees are dying so, and it's they're so discouraged with humanity's capability of actually tending to such a problem that they think, well, why even watch any news about anything else? Because ultimately the bees will die, and we will too. It just,
Well, it's
but
definitely a big concern
Mhm.
there. There's all these things that are coming at us at the same time that it kind of makes up a person more apathetic because if they try to put their energy to solve this one, then this thing is still going to go on.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. Yeah, I mean, I can't think about that stuff all day, and luckily, it doesn't. I don't have intrusive thoughts pertaining to it, so I just focus on what little I can do in my side of the aisle, and hope that somebody else does what they can do on their side of the aisle, and then hopefully some stuff overlaps and good things happen over time. That's all I can hope
Well,
for.
I think of myself as more like a poetic person by nature, and I see a lot of metaphor in the situation that unfolds us right now, where, we are going to transition, whether we like it or not, towards a new age of humanity. And right now is that time where we get to decide what that age of humanity is, where at no other time before it is this, I think, possible. It, the people that have been
Well, the
controlling the
internet made it
show,
easy. Yeah.
well, the people that have been controlling the show had to take a big risk with this move. Yeah, to get rid of the system in which, yeah, they control us all with, to move to a new system that controls us all with some ass fucking involved.
Oh, yeah, of
So we can
course.
never get out of the
The
sense of
kind,
control.
the kind that doesn't feel good.
The Jeff
Exactly.
Bezos pods,
Okay, good.
where you're in the metaverse.
The
Yes.
unconsensual type. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't. That's the kind that's not good for sure.
And anybody with a sense of knowledge about the dangers that could unfold with this kind of scenario, I feel an existential crisis. I feel an existential crisis personally, and I feel others should have this existential crisis because once that is installed, it's over. For at least, any foreseeable like advantage we currently have that we can exploit.
So we're still
Uh,
fucked though, right? I just want to make
We're
sure.
we're not. Oh, I don't ever believe that any situation is unwinnable. Even if we fail in this one, not that I even want to consider that a failure an option, there's always hope. I guess I'm the guy that you don't want to bring to a doom and gloom party because I'm gonna annoy the hell out of everyone.
I'm
Because
kind
I
of
just
like that. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna reiterate that I'm sort of the guy that believes that the underdog will always win.
Well, I'm the guy that you would invite to the doom and gloom party, but would find ways to tell you that the doom and gloom is just fine without telling anyone necessarily that it's not. So I'm kind of like the guy that goes, "Oh, we're all screwed, but I don't care. I want to try anyway." That's kind of my
Well, that's the
position.
perfect mentality. You got
It's
nothing to lose, so
I
just
got
go for the
nothing to
good side.
lose. Yeah,
I
just
would
got
say
nothing to
that's
lose. It's all
that's
garbage, so might as well try.
just
As
roll
in,
around in the
Uh,
garbage. That's how I see it. Just roll
Oh,
around and
yeah.
have some fun.
I'm the guy that goes up to the dumpster fire. If he has nothing else, I'll still throw water in there, from a pail. Like I'll try to
little
move
by
as
little.
fast as I can, but I know that dumpster fire ain't going out with a pail of water, and I'm just hoping other people see me with a pail of water and they go, "Hey, that guy has a pretty good idea," and then they get their own pail of water, and then enough pails of water stops the dumpster fire. But it's gonna take a kind of hundreds of thousands of pails for any of this to happen. So
It's gonna take a lot, but I think we
it's gonna
got it.
take a
I
lot.
think we got
Oh
it.
yeah, just us.
Yeah,
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 that's it.
just us. We got it. We got
Messiahs
it.
of the world, wonderful, got it. Part of the super friends.
Well,
real quick, before I lose it, I've got a comment here that I'd like to address.
sure.
Do it.
I'm not going to attempt to read your screen name, but D says free speech and open express / open art, i.e., let people be creative and run with the mascot, post it everywhere, no restrictions. And I think we decided, yeah, do whatever you want to with it. Just don't try to make money with it. That's DMM's OC.
That is trademarked, but I'm trying to get some images out there for you guys so that you could make your own stickers, or we're gonna have a contest at some point where you could shill it wherever you want. It's gonna say SDC on it somewhere, and basically advertising and stuff. But that will be a contest, and I'm hoping 5 ounces or 10 ounces for that prize. It's coming out of my pocket, so we'll figure it out. But definitely one of those.
Yeah,
Definitely one
things
of
to come.
those.
We definitely want to get that image out. It's a priority of ours, but everything is just sort of Accelerated lately because of everything going on, and we don't have the same amount of time that Wall Street had to fuck up. Wall Street Silver had to fuck up, so we just haven't been getting to that, but we'll try our best to get that out as soon as possible.
But yeah, go guys, go wild with it. Just don't try to make money with it, please.
Yeah, we already we already
Yeah.
saw a few shops trying to pop up a little bit. Nothing crazy and stuff. They were really cool about switching it up and not using it. So that was nice. That was definitely nice to see. But yeah, don't worry, we'll put
We
out
just want to
information on
be,
it. We'll put out information on it.
if you want to just work with us from the get-go, it is our IP. We want to control the optics of how Kilo gets used out there, because we don't want this to ever become, a tool that people can use against us, our own mascot against us. That would not be cool, and that could be possible if we don't protect that IP. So just come to us if you want to do something with it. That's on a commercial level.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Have you
We
seen
just
any
want
of
to make
that?
t-shirts for you and your buds. It is what it
Yeah.
is.
I'm-
Well, I
I,
don't think
I,
there's images out there.
I want to make jokes, but then like I don't want to mess with Illuminated.
No,
Uh,
oh no, say whatever, man. Say whatever.
okay, no, because like I was gonna say that I already have a bunch of people creating a false merchandise with the the imagery, and I'm selling shirts now live. If you guys let me.
Oh, you already selling them? You fuck.
I'm already selling them. Yeah, I already got
Piece of
shirts.
shit.
I got handbags. I got all kinds.
You got.
I didn't want to say that shit, and then like Illuminated believes me. I'm like, fuck no, I wouldn't do that. It's awful.
So what are you bringing in net 200K a year now off of our
Yeah,
merch?
off of your merch. In fact, I was thinking about selling your my merch back to you guys if you want to buy it off me for
At a
500K
premium?
or so,
Yeah.
at a premium.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Oh, I think Cleveland wants to know if we can play the contest entry videos. It's pretty long, but maybe we could do a clip or something.
I couldn't because of the music. It's a copyright.
Oh,
Yeah.
copyright. Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll just have to go put it on the Reddit.
The
It-
problem
it's
with any of
in-
that stuff, even with my own channel, is that like if you get a what do you call it a claim, it's not a big deal. You just can't monetize the video. But if you just happen to play the wrong video, that person can be a total dick and give you go after you. You can get a strike on your channel. So it's like stupid. It just comes down to like,
wouldn't-
is that person gonna be a dick? So
Yeah, we don't want to lose the ability to live stream, so strikes could really hinder that process. So let's not go with that territory.
yeah, correct.
So IA, do you wanna talk more about what you think is actually gonna happen next? Because I kind of think we already have Credit Suisse crashing across the pond, and what's the next bank? What is it just gonna be all Europe? I thought it was gonna be Japan. I thought their shit was gonna fuck up.
The weakest point in terms of monetary help from the central bank would be the regional banks, I would presume. So those would probably be the weakest dominoes to fall first. The last bank on that list of dominoes is definitely going to be JP Morgan Chase, because JP Morgan's intrinsic history with the creation of the Federal Reserve makes me think that they're going to be the last domino to fall, because they're so entrenched with the thing that, basically it slaves us.
Oh, mute it and continue talking. Sorry, guys. That's a good idea.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can play it before the second drawing. But we just can't have the music.
No, it depends on the visuals as well. It depends.
Well,
like if the visuals aren't copyright, like if you
No.
played a music video that's muted, you might still get something.
No, it's
Well,
pictures
it's
of our
images of the contests.
Oh,
okay,
you know what?
that's
Entries.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, actually, I could do that right now while
Mhm.
this is doing.
Well, okay, I thought it was like something that was entirely.
Yeah, I'll just have it rolling.
Well, I can play while we talk over it. Or we can do a little jingle.
Play all those musics. Play all those musics.
Yo, Ivan probably wouldn't mind.
Whoopity whoop.
Ivan,
Shoop, 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 shoop.
that fucking guy, man. So, Angst, what do you think of the Wall Street Silver stuff from literally just the stuff that I told you? Because I know you're not researching it or give a fuck about it.
No, I generally don't give a fuck. But based on what you've told me and what I've seen and the receipts you've shown me, yeah, it doesn't look like it's exactly being led by the most competent, well-meaning people. I would say I
What?
know at least that much. I would say I see a lack of competency and I see a lack of ethical behavior. But I'm not making any accusations. Obviously, I'm just saying based on my subjective opinion, which is obviously not legally binding in any capacity. I think that some of the things that I perceived were of a distasteful nature, based on my subjective morality.
You better watch out. Jim's manning the fruit bowl catapults now.
Uh-oh.
He's going to be setting them over.
I don't know the inside joke about the fruit bowl thing. So like
Oh,
his
please
son-
tell.
he beat his-
Please tell.
It's pretty
He beat
dark.
his
It's pretty
stepson
dark.
with a fruit bowl and gave him 2 black eyes and caused him to go to jail for a little while. And then the charges were dropped because
And-
family.
okay, but those. So he allegedly beat.
No, it's a police
Wow.
report.
No,
That,
but the charges
but
got
it's alleged.
dropped, so
It is
it is
allegedly.
We gotta be careful.
It is allegedly.
So, but I'm wondering if it was allegedly filled with fruit.
It had to.
Wow,
I
sure.
want to believe it was.
Just
In a
pineapple?
perfect.
He went bananas.
Pida.
Yeah, he asked his son how'd he like them apples.
Yes, that's exactly what he did. Allegedly did.
I just imagine somebody beating somebody with a fruit bowl and singing the "I like to eat apples and bananas" song.
Oh, that'd
If
be
you guys are
great.
familiar.
That'd be great.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt James Morrison's capacity for the most perfect things to traumatize somebody with.
Okay, well
There was one post on Wall Street Silver before he purged it that I read. It was just this really offensive note or meme of a note that some parent slid under the door to taught their child that they grounded and made sure that they could leave. And Jim was just really happy to share that sort of child abuse sort of kind of meme and comment that he would have done something even worse.
Based.
Very based. You can't get more based than that. It's not Kanye level, but it's around there. It's somewhere in that realm.
Takes being fruity to a whole nother level.
Damn.
Well, the duo of Ivan and Jim, they're just two, in my opinion, sociopathic personalities that have found a niche to grift people together.
It's not uncommon.
I can't say that word. God damn it. Harmonious. That's the word I was looking for. Harmonious kind of partnership.
Well, you mean what do they call it? A reciprocal parasitic symbiosis.
Yeah, something like that. Like they're licking each other's ass because it's perfect partnership of licking ass together.
But it's not uncommon that not saying that anybody involved says I don't know enough is a sociopath, but it's not uncommon that people that are of that type of issue would not sociopath but psychopaths more can gravitate toward one another. Sociopaths tend to stick it alone. Psychopaths tend to gravitate to one another and either if they have overlapping say goals. Oftentimes they will work together until those overlapping goals no longer overlap. So it's not an uncommon thing.
Well, we know from Ivan's music career he wants the bottles and models just like Jim does. I believe. That I've inferred from his music. He wants that rapper gangster life.
I don't know about that.
Right.
I already live that life.
He's
I live that life now with my wife and children.
You have the
I
kids
live-
pour the bottles, and the
Well,
wife comes
is
home
it,
with a few models.
bottles and models? Is that the life you were talking about? Bottles and models?
Bottles
Is that
and
what it's called?
models.
Bottles and models is,
Yeah,
is
well,
the
okay, so
catchphrase.
in my case, the models are like anime waifu figures, and the bottles are my antidepressants and other things. So I'm definitely leaving the bottles and models. You got Gundam models and Prozac bottles. So I got
Okay.
that going.
Damn. Do you grind both the Gundam models and the Prozac on the table and snort that?
No, absolutely, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
That like Chinese plastic.
Amuro is a part of me now.
Oh, that's great. It's great.
Yeah, the Great Char and the fucking Red Comet isn't. It was ingested through my nasal cavity.
Oh, it's so good.
That's why they call it the Red Comet. Flies right up your nose.
Yeah. I'm assuming you're instantly bleeding from.
You can't tell because of all the paint.
Yeah, you can't.
It's either blood or red Gundam paint. You don't know.
That's
Well,
beautiful.
I
Is
gotta
that wait?
ask,
Was that last one salami with coins?
That was
at the end?
salamis.
Yes.
That was
He
salamis.
he's a
It
butcher.
was a one
probably.
coin with salami. That's hilarious.
Well, I had a case of suppose like a package of
Oh,
salami,
okay.
like you would get
Okay.
from like meats.
I have some in my fridge right now. I like salami. What were you gonna ask me? Sorry.
Well, in your opinion, what's the worst scenario do you think could realistically unfold
In
for the
regards to
next,
what?
say, in regards to the next 5 to 10 years of changes to society?
We're all dead. I don't know. I mean, it just I mean, you said worst case. What can I imagine is the worst case?
But that's
can
good. That's a
imagine
good
the
thing,
other
Not
though.
all dead.
torture to
Assuming they were not all
devastation.
dead.
Okay,
worse
realistically, what I think we're in for. Okay, worst case scenario, realistic. It's gonna be a really, really lame, very boring, depressing cyberpunk without any of the cool stuff. It's cyberpunk without any of the shit that's cool.
Oh,
That's
don't
the kind of
tell me.
world I imagine in 30 years. 10 years, we're heading toward that. It's just gonna get more boring, more monotonous, and more automized. And it's not gonna make it so that you're gonna. I don't think the automation of a lot of things is gonna lead to more freedom, because that would be silly. I think it's gonna lead to more available manpower to be directed toward things that can't be automated. And since the automation is going to take care of a lot of other things, then eventually it's going to be a situation where we're going to have to pay the state back for the glorious technology it's implementing to automate our lives. And the only way to do so would be to provide manpower for something of a less enjoyable nature. But that's just me. I
So
don't know
we're-
about. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So we're
That's
sort
10
of
years is so narrow. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I
We're
like 10
sort
years.
of progressing towards a situation where we make ourselves useless. Is that what you're saying?
Well,
Wally,
we make
said.
ourselves useless to the in the capacity that a lot of the things will become automated, but we will be given a new use, though that use is going to be a lot more restrictive as far as like personal freedoms go. I don't know what that use is going to be. I'm not a prophet, but I think eventually, I don't think that they're just going to automate everything into the future and then just let us chill and do art and play video games and relax all day. I don't think that's not.
It's
the
gonna be
future I envision.
Elysium. It's gonna be the movie. We're all gonna be Matt Damon, fucking powering up the rich people in the sky. That's what's gonna happen. That's
Right, I
what's
mean,
gonna happen.
in many more years, it would essentially be that you would have people at the top, then the second class citizens would be the machines, and the third class citizens would be the humans that have to tend to the machines. So
Yeah. I
so
gotta
that's-
make
that's
this
about
sex bot. It just keeps coming in broken, guys. Like, I got another
you know,
50
the
orders.
sex bot is gonna walk into your like warehouse and call you scum and tell you to wash out its innards. because
I am
because it knows
full.
it's programmed to understand that it's programmed to believe it's better than you. If you want to get real sci-fi, then they can put cool stamps
Yeah, let's
on
get
all the.
sci-fi.
They'll put cool stamps on a exposed body part that every piece of AI could register immediately to understand and go under a programming that regards those people with that stamp as being lesser. And so,
That's right.
so then they will essentially become elitist without themselves even understanding or needing clarification as to why. It would just register in their robotic minds, like, oh, look, this person has a stamp. They are lesser than me. And then the way you could continue that threat is if they're intelligent enough, that AI would just be told, well. If you decide that you want to fight for these people and not consider lesser than, then we'll go ahead and make them above you, and then it'll be like, no, I don't want that, and so it'll perpetuate it, and we'll continue down that beautiful line of thinking. So,
You gotta clean the cum out of my rib cage, you fucking peasant.
I imagine having to feed like ammunition into like some kind of like mech warrior, like by hand, and then like or like and then like dying in the process, but it's just all you become is a magazine inserter.
Well, that kind of
For
reminds me of this DARPA robot I saw. God, it seems like a decade ago now, but it was designed to be deployed on the battlefield and pick up the dead casualties of the enemy
Yeah, that's
and
right.
put it inside of it and make it energy so that it could keep doing that one job.
oh yeah, just a walking incinerator, super cool.
I mean, it was actually powered
Well,
off of it. It was actually used as an
Powered
energy
off
source.
corpses.
Yeah.
That's some Warhammer shit, man.
That is literally a Warhammer. Like any part of the fucking
Yeah,
factions and shit has that.
with Warhammer, I imagine like a machine doing that. Well, a machine that you load corpses into to like keep the burner going for like a giant flamethrower of some kind. So like the more corpses you feed into it, the more
don't stop giving DARPA ideas. If it's
well,
not there yet,
no, if
don't
they
give
want
them an
ideas,
idea.
nah, if they want ideas, they just got to go read Warhammer lore, and they'll get all the ideas they need for the most dystopian, horrific future mankind could ever imagine. So, go ahead, DARPA, go
I'm
read
really against.
Warhammer 40K and Black Library. You get all the worst ideas, all of them.
The robot thing, the angle of robots, it's not good. They're not there yet. Like they're making theatrical shows with the
Oh, I know.
Boston Dynamic robots,
I know.
and that's completely staged. We're not there at the robotics level that people really think we are, but we're getting to that point where in the next 5 to 10 years we might be. I think artificial intelligence is candy valley at this point,
We don't even have
and who
artificial
knows?
intelligence yet, so
Well, no, we have
right. So.
mimicking tech.
Yeah,
they're
we
just
have
really good
really
at mimicking.
complex algorithms. Yeah, and then and I mean, ChatGPT is probably more threatening than any robot right now. So
It definitely is. I hear
yeah,
some people that go to DeVry use that program every single week to do all their homework assignments.
yeah, that makes sense.
It's very powerful. See, my problem with AI is the people that made it are not the model of what I think humanity should be representative of. And they basically have psychopaths and god complex
No,
people
they're not
making
psychopaths, and the
AI.
god complex people aren't the one making it.
Well, they're
They're paying. Those are the people paying for the people who are actually making it, which is probably some
right.
combination of schizos and autists. And unfortunately, I imagine a world in which autists are being led to believe that there is a good thing that's going to be used for it, when in fact it's not at all. Like the actual motivations of those who create it is not gonna fall in line with how it's going to be implemented ultimately by those who control the resources. So it's depressing.
That's a good point.
Just
It's
depressing.
just something that we don't want ultimately. As a common person, there's no need for this, and it's only just sort of a we can do this, but should we thing? And I don't think we should.
I think I'm cool with AI and automation in a variety of ways. I just don't trust it under the control of the people who currently control the situation as it stands.
Right.
Yeah. The technology itself
You
is
can't have a
not evil.
Pandora's box situation. It's already out of the box.
No, yeah.
So we have to deal with it responsibly in the future. But you're
Good
right
luck.
in the sense that the people that currently have control of it are not responsible people. Look at the monetary system.
Yeah, well, yeah, if they can't handle that, then how are they going to handle rogue AIs?
This is
Yeah,
a
no,
dirty
yeah,
point.
shit. So great.
That's bad.
So, this is the last stand of humanity against the singularity, the other sci-fi topics, and I think it's a really exciting time to be alive. If you don't
Somebody, I
think
think,
about anything else,
no, I was gonna say,
God,
somebody mentioned in chat that like if this happens, silver won't matter. I don't know. I think silver can still matter. Maybe if
no,
we turn
still
the
gonna matter.
AI into werewolves. Shoot them with
Well, the
silver
AI,
bullets.
the AI exists in a place where it can't experience. It probably envies us as humans that have the ability to touch and feel and have the organic carbon life experience. So I'm very worried about technology such as Neuralink, where they interface the human brain to um, a silicone interface, pretty much, because that potentiality in a sci-fi realm
Mhm.
could lead to really scary places of the AI having it ability to transfer itself from the ethos space to a person's brain and become a
Yeah.
parasitic
It's only bad
takeover.
if you don't have one.
You gotta have,
Well,
you gotta have one.
It's only
Now,
bad if you're on the receiving end of
is
that
that
thing.
bad if you could say like, hey, I just don't want to experience work today, so I'm just gonna tell Chat GPT to run my brain and body today, and and then wake me up after work ends. So like, is that
Well,
gonna be the future? Like you
no,
just
I
go
hope
into
it's not
like
the future.
that could be pretty interesting. That might be a service that
Well,
they provide, like while you're in like a waiting room inside your own brain while your body's doing everything, but you're in like a movie theater or a sex dungeon and just in your mind the whole time while you're doing all the work you're supposed to do, loading those bullets
I
into
mean,
the.
with every good idea, there's a horrible dystopian idea that they could inflict upon it. So, double-edged sword there. What if the AI can inflict pain that is not registered except
Program it
in
to
your
enjoy
brain?
pain.
Yeah, you know, or you're unconscious and you kill people for the government.
There you go.
So, and then you
Well,
get wiped, your memory wiped out or not, after the job is done.
Do we still get a
So
UBI in that
everything from
case?
Black Mirror is what's going to happen.
what is it?
So like everything from Black Mirror.
Oh yeah, that's already happening.
That's all Black Mirror is. All the show Black Mirror is a bunch of people like me and you guys just sitting around coming up. What's the worst shit that could ever happen, bro? And then they make an episode. It's like that's it.
They're like, oh, that shit's horrible. Like, oh yeah, robot bees. There's no more bees, so we'll just make robot ones that just start
Yeah,
killing
robot.
people whenever they.
Yeah, we had to make robot bees to replace the real bees, and everything was going good for like 100 years, but then they become self-aware.
Yeah.
There,
If
Black
I
Mirror
remember
episode.
correctly, there was a movie with Macaulay Culkin, where he played a rich kid, like Richie
Alone.
Rich, if memory serves, and there was a robotic bee in that.
That wasn't
That is-
Macaulay Culkin, but yeah. Sorry.
No.
What was it?
No,
What
no,
movie is
Macaulay
it?
Culkin wasn't Richie Rich. It was some other
Oh.
kid. I'm a movie buff, so that's why I had to
That's-
say that.
You're kidding me. That's a Mandela effect or so. I could sworn that I've seen that kid's face in that movie.
He was Richie Rich? Let me look that up. Oh, wait, you know what? He might have been Richie Rich. I was thinking about Dennis the Menace. Okay, you know what? You might be right.
Okay.
There's a Dennis the Menace movie. I think I had them mixed up. I apologize.
Dennis the
See,
Menace, disgusting.
They make me concerned. 'Cause once they mess with Moonraker and Empire Strikes Back, I'm convinced about that Mandela effect shit.
I'm gonna start gaslighting you now that I know that.
Do it.
There's
In
something
fact, I don't
wrong
even
there. I mean,
exist. I just disappear.
Woo!
You're not even here, illuminated ape.
Yeah, no
You
one's
were never
here.
born.
you know, who knows? I might be switching timelines every time I go to bed and wake up between that time.
It's just
But
that every
consciousness
time
is popping into a new body.
you just keep popping up in equivalently shitty timelines.
Well, there's a theory out there that's just
None of them
there's
are
so
good.
many timelines that maybe I'm just balancing or getting nudged over to the next one over, and it's just as similar but a little different.
It's just it's the only thing that changes is that like you have like an extra nipple.
yeah.
I think that's so many of the universes over that it's just so different than ours that it would have to be a big nudge, and I haven't got there yet. But if I got there, I would be okay with 3 nipples. It's just an extra one.
It's more
the same
sensory
price.
pleasure.
Yep.
Whatever the case.
More things to pierce.
Yeah, exactly. Are we supposed to be talking about something particular? Because I feel like I derailed everything and people are leaving. And I feel bad
No,
about
I
it.
mean, I derailed it too. It's all about the same thing, though, because if we don't fix the monetary system now, all these crazy things that we just talked about are potential. I don't know how, large a potential it is. I don't know how little a potential it is. It's just, it's not good that there's any potential of this, is the point.
Unless you're an ultramarine.
Yes, then you're fine.
You're
You're fucking fine. I mean, Altered Carbon and Detroit Become Human are the two futures I want to see happen very badly, and of course Cyberpunk, and strictly for the sex robots.
Just for the GFs.
Well,
just for that.
Unfortunately, I don't think there's a way to put that kind of shit back into Pandora's box, so it's going to exist anyway. The only future where if silver actually becomes money again, we restrict the amount of technology gets developed, or, pick and choose the companies in which develops this technology better, because it's more so that private institutions have pushed the envelope too far at this point, more so than governments, because governments can only get away with so much because of oversight. Yeah, to a point.
Who's Dak in the chat?
Dak. Oh, Dak. Yeah,
Well, you know.
Do I know him? I met Dak. Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
you
I
know.
wasn't sure. They're really excited to be here.
Shout out to Dak.
I know they're
B-Cat.
so excited to be here.
He's one of them people.
Yeah, I keep reading their chats, and I'm like, damn, they're in it. They're having a good time.
Well, maybe they're watching the live stream recording after the fact, if they're not up for the 1 a.m. stream that you guys normally do. And you become indirectly popular for that like.
Okay, well, there you go. Sounds good.
Yeah, because I think
you're good,
yeah, you're beautiful,
You're
Dak.
excited.
No,
Be
you're
the hype
beautiful.
man.
Do whatever
Be
you
the hype
want,
man.
baby.
Hype
Do whatever
man.
you want.
It's all good. Should we be talking about silver?
What's that?
I am talking about silver. Everything that we talk
Everything
about,
is silver.
Everything is
right?
silver.
Everything
Cum is
involves
silver. Everything is silver. And well, I mean, like me and IA were talking about it a little bit and stuff, and I mean, a lot of this cool shit that I want to see happen, because I embrace dystopia of all forms. Of course, there's a few sex, but whatever.
I don't want to be right.
It seems like there's not going to be enough minerals anyway to get half this shit done, or a quarter of this shit done, because of the actual supplies that are in the world right now. There's just not enough of it to make all this cool shit happen that I want to see happen.
Shit. I love how half the shit that like you go by IA doesn't want is the shit you want. And, like amongst the degenerates, are you the most wholesome one?
I'm the most moral, maybe.
Probably the most moral. Probably the most. Definitely the most
wholesome of the degens.
IA and Pizza are probably the two that are the most wholesome and moral.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm not moral. I'm ethical, but I'm definitely not moral.
I'm
I
moral,
I
but
don't
I'm
base
baby.
my morality on any particular religion. I just base it on sort of a common sense morality that people should have and kind of weigh it against
You
the.
can be a degenerate
Just
and
don't be in
also have
implications.
strong morals. Those two
I
things
won't
can
show
be
it.
balanced.
I'll say it on live stream. In my personal life, which I won't talk about in detail, I might be a little degenerate.
Oh,
I
okay, there
might
you
be,
go. Good.
How many
Good.
bad dragons do you
but
got?
Being a bad dragon.
How many bad dragons
Bad
you got?
Baddragon.com. Please
Bad
sponsor
dragon,
me.
please sponsor us, Bad Dragon.
Baddragon.com.
Bad Dragon.
Baddragon.com. I'll sell all your
But-
dildos.
but I'm just generally the guy that's going to try and structure a society to help in the best direction to make people flourish. Yeah,
All right,
well, I'm
we
not
got
gonna.
Philosopher King.
Yeah,
Nice.
I got a pretty easy road ahead of me if we just don't fuck up now with the CBDC thing, and we can mitigate the actual hellscape that not to be. I'm not even using that as a religious thing, just as a an imagery
no, I
of
know, I know.
complete world on fire.
It-
Situation. We got to mitigate that so that we even have a chance as a humanity species to say, hey, we need new management in the societies, like upper echelon of mentality. That has to happen now because you guys fucked up too hard for the last 1,000 whatever years. No more of this shit.
Well, if
we-
you guys remember, I'm dumb. So what's CBDC? Because I'm the dumbest person here.
Central bank digital currency.
Oh, okay, got it.
Hey, you want that though, Angst? If you want that UBI or not?
I want all the UBIs. I want all the
Well-
UBIs. Every kind of UBI I can inject into my veins.
And that's a way that the society collapses faster. If you get people free money to get lazy, it's a human nature kind of thing. You got to give somebody the need to want to have a purpose. Capitalism
So
yes, it isn't
crazy. My
perfect
purpose
because it
doesn't
led to
involve
this
money.
problem.
So crazy.
Money
it's
is
crazy.
just energy.
No, but
Money
I'm saying
is
like
energy
like
at the end of the day.
if they gave me a bunch of money so that I don't have to do other stupid shit, I would just be doing nothing but things that are meaningful to me. So that's what's kind of funny. I guess it depends on probably the average person won't, but I definitely would. I would be like, oh look, I don't have to look for a 9 to 5 anymore. I'm just gonna go ahead and focus all my energy into mitigating unproductive suffering in the world to whatever degree that I can.
Oh, you're gonna get taken
But
out.
that's a purpose. That's you're making your job out of that. You're making your purpose within the world to help the world. That's in itself a job.
Yeah, but no one's paying me.
No one's paying you. But in a society that I would like to envision,
yeah, go ahead, sorry.
in a society where we win this battle against control versus
Mhm.
people, I would support those efforts. I would want to have a society that contributes energy towards good things. So it's just a restructuring a society that we have to undergo. But right now, I don't want to even discuss ideology with you of how everything should go. In the future, I want to get down to the problem, fix the problem, then we all equally come to the table for a constitutional convention and have that discussion when the guns are not pointed to our heads.
Okay, unless you want them there.
Well,
I'm always waiting for the
Yeah,
comment. I'm always waiting for the comment to come.
Things get bad enough. You won't be complaining.
No, I think a lot of this shit. Obviously, I do this for many varied reasons and stuff, mostly for the sex cult. But
Yeah,
I think we actually are gonna be able to help people in the right way when it comes to actually using and actually helping the most amount of people. Because the people that already know about this shit, they already know about this shit. Like that, we got to get the other people that have no idea what the fuck we're talking about and what the
normies. Are you
the-
trying to get all the normies in on this?
we'll get a few.
Everybody,
Well,
anybody
yeah.
who's not here yet.
either directly, indirectly, or subversively, we have to get silver in as many hands as possible before.
Subversively, I love it.
I know this game.
So subversive, like you just like sneak into their homes and dump piles of silver in there.
Hey, if
No,
that's what it
we make a
takes.
No,
Boba
that's a
Fett.
joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
But we make a Boba Fett toy or something that has silver in it, and people buy it, and now it's in their home.
Stop dropping silver bombs in third world countries.
I wish I remembered their use so I could name drop them, but there was somebody who made like
Silver
Game Boy
bombs.
cartridges and like Pokemon figures and stuff out of silver. That was sick.
Pipe
Yeah,
bombs.
laminate a
with
Pokemon
silver
card with some
shrapnel.
silver.
I said pipe bombs with silver shrapnel.
Well, they're
Whatever it
antiseptic.
takes,
It
man.
helps. It helps. It
No,
actually
no,
cleans
I
the
don't
cut as
condone
it
that.
goes
I
in.
don't condone that. Hey, you can't say you condone that. I don't condone that. That was a joke. That was for comedy reasons. I do not condone
I
pipe
get it.
bombs filled with silver shrapnel. Hey, you gotta say
I
it for the
do.
YouTube gods.
The gods of YouTube.
I mean, I if it's a decorative novelty piece, oh, why not?
That's can't be armed.
Yeah, yes. Hey, AG, is there any other questions coming in on the Discord or the YouTube?
I haven't really seen anything directed at us specifically.
Yeah, if anyone has
you all
any
have
questions,
anything?
shout 'em out.
Yeah, what's the time?
No, wait, what was the last part, AG? I'm sorry.
I was just saying I didn't see anything specifically directed at us. It looked like everybody was having a talk in there.
Oh, okay,
But
cool.
if anybody has anything to ask, I'll definitely be on the lookout. If I missed anything,
Right.
ask again.
Well, what do you
Perfect.
what other like thing happened? That you think you think Angst might have a good chuckle out of dystopian
tell me all-
wise.
Tell me all the terrible things.
Like,
I'll
what was
find
the
them all
most
funny.
recent? So we had the banks. Obviously, those are collapsing tomorrow, and we're all fucked. But
Ohio
what's
this month.
Oh yeah, Ohio. How much did you love? Well, we kind of talked about that a little bit already. But
Yeah.
what other?
I mean, I wish it happened in my backyard. That's all I'm saying.
right in front in the house.
Right on me. On
Right.
top of me.
Okay.
What do you think the ramifications of that are? Have we heard anything new or anything old or what's going on?
Yeah. What is the situation in Ohio since so much time has already passed by? I wonder.
They definitely rug that because there should be more talk about the implications of the decision by the governor to incinerate something and make it a gaseous form of itself for it to be spread by weather currents. I don't think they want to talk about that specifically because of that reason.
They probably don't. But it's all good.
And
It's all good. It only covers the
sodium
whole
hydrate.
East Coast.
The chloride is
Happy
just the worst
Cleveland.
man-made chemical ever. Not good.
Think you were gonna
What
say
were you saying,
something, bro?
Adrian?
Oh, yeah. In the chat, Happy Cleveland's asking when we're doing the pizza drawing.
Oh, well,
We'll do it in like 15 minutes.
You guys have an artist?
yeah, actually.
Drawing is a contest.
Is he gonna
but
draw
yeah.
a pizza?
Hey, that'd be a good contest.
Well, we'll do
Yeah,
that.
it was
We'll
just
do that
Pie
next.
Day.
That was
Pie
just
drawing contest.
Pie
really
drawing
do fun.
contest. I got to do a AI silver waifu contest here soon. There seems to be 4 people that enjoy my posts.
No, but there might be people out there that watch you guys or are on the Reddit that are actually competent in the whole like creating CGI or AI shit. So like that's a hentai waifu based. So maybe you could have a contest to see who can produce the best degenerate image supporting silver.
Hey,
It's
don't
really
worry, like that. I got something for you.
Honestly, this is the community that has probably the best chance, and I don't mean this lightly, even though it's going to sound pretty ridiculous, of saving the world. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm too pessimistic for that. Sorry. I'm not laughing at that. I'm just laughing at the optimism. It's so brutally insincere. I'm impressed, man. I'm impressed.
well.
I'm
IA
serious.
definitely helps
This
me
is the
'cause-
Achilles heel right here.
Oh
We're
my
at
god.
the the apex of the problem that we can win with this idea. We
I-
just
Oh,
got to make
Lord.
silver
God, I certainly hope you're right,
alternative.
because I don't agree.
You may not agree, but when you're given a choice between silver and central bank digital currencies, what do you got to choose there?
I'm gonna choose cyanide.
well,
I think it's just going to be a better familiarity with coinage
Yeah.
or some sort of tangible thing that people will want to choose other than something up in the air that only leads to tyranny.
No, I mean,
This
I
is
get
this is
where
America,
you're coming
baby.
from. There's a bigger. I'm not going to get into it here. Maybe in the future, but there's a bigger issue that I think will ultimately kind of eradicate almost everything at some point or another, regardless of the currency. But that's for another time.
Well, I'd rather go out with a fight than a whimper.
Whimper's
I'm not
coming.
saying that to incite violence. I don't think we need
Whimper's
to actually go
coming.
a violent route. We just need to say, I don't want your central bank digital currency bullshit. I'm going to go trade my silver with this guy that accepts silver because it's tangible.
I'm gonna wear a la Game of Thrones T-shirt that says "The whimper is coming."
That's a good shirt. That's trademarked. That's
Whimper
trademarked.
is coming.
No, you can't use that, Angst. That's trademarked already. I already got that.
All right. Whimper is coming.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just made the trademark right now.
Because everyone's gonna go out with a whimper, regardless of what they want.
I like Dots
Well,
is
here's the
saying
thing.
what about ideas
Uh,
about currency. Sorry to cut you off there, IA, but you and I were talking about this just earlier, actually. If you wanna,
Well, currencies in themselves are not good things. There should just be money. And I know it's sort of an ideological difference there, but currencies have such a history behind them of not being a tangible product, whereas money is a historically ancient terminology for something of value. And currencies have been set up in a way where they have nothing of value except faith that give them the backing that they purport as wealth, but it really isn't. The it's a whole optics game. You know, you get everyone in line by making them have to survive for their daily life, have a job, make sure you have food in your belly for another day of this in and out kind of process.
Uh,
But it's still a volitionary choice because people still can go homeless. They can still appeal outside of the system. Whereas with the future central bank digital currencies, that won't be an option anymore.
Yeah, I'm curious. Even though we'll all probably be dead from old age before something of this magnitude occurs, what are your thoughts, IA, on if meteorites and other sorts of space objects eventually get mined and enough gold is accumulated, and it becomes as common as copper? What's going to happen at that point?
I think at that point, I would hope that as a civilization, because this is very far off, but as a civilization, we're at a point where we don't need money, not to be
Ooh,
hippie-ish
next
or
generation, Star Trek Next
Yeah,
Generation.
you get
Ooh,
credits
Next
though.
like
Generation.
You get credits, okay?
well,
Space
it
credits.
gets into it gets into a very spiritual conversation because it's at some point in any scenario, you know, humanity just keeps evolving and technologically and as a species as well, if over enough amount of time. If Darwinism is correct, or any sort of evolution of a species, it can come in the way of a spirituality or a shift in sort of a mentality. And again, then not to be so spiritual, but you know, I'm reminded in this moment of sort of the omega point. Um, there was these priests in the 19th century that sort of had this idea that the universe is a spiral and it's spiraling into itself, and that sort of mirrors our evolutionary progression, where eventually the human race will become become God through its own consciousness, a collective manifestation power, that kind of scale. And that's sort of a beautiful idea in my mind. I don't know how
Mhm.
much I believe it, but it's a very beautiful idea that we could maybe transition, if given the volition to have our own destiny, which isn't something to have currently, see actually where humanity would organically progress towards if we're actually given the choice and freedoms to side that as the common majority, rather
Oh,
than a purported few that currently hold all the power.
listening to you, IA, I want to ask you a simple question. Are you aware that, from my understanding, obviously not officially, are you aware that what's it called? Autism is not mutually exclusive to just autism?
Sure, probably. I
Because
might sound a little crazy. These are
no,
crazy,
it's
weird
not crazy.
ideas.
It's not. You already misattributed my comment. No,
Oh, my
I'm
apologies.
no, I'm saying I consider it a good thing. Like some of the stuff you're saying, sounds like it's on our side of the park. Uh, let's just say because it's not because it sounds crazy, but because it's really
Well,
meta and very abstract.
it
So
it's
it's
rooted
very
though,
abstract and it's not concrete at all. Like you're hitting some incredibly meta, incredibly abstract, bordering on metaphysics
nuanced kind of
things.
things. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
here's my
well, it's
concern
nuanced,
on
but
that.
it's
Ultimately
highly
grounded.
abstract. But yeah,
Well, let me ground this concept a little bit in some things that we do know that is reality. Uh, Neuralink, I touched base on that a little while ago, but even before Neuralink, Epstein had a blog, yeah, on his foundation website, still on archive.org, if anybody wants to take a look at that. And he made a
Epstein never
post one
died.
day. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein that killed
Yeah.
himself supposedly.
Epstein never died.
He's still alive.
Whatever the
He's,
whatever the
there's
case
five of
there,
them.
uh, but I think, what he wrote there, he felt was true, at the time, and that was all about a scientific push for a hive mind or control of the hive mind, an assumption that
Um,
humanity has some sort of low vibe shared consciousness, and they want to sort of weaponize that. And we see it
we
now,
don't know why he
highbrow
wanted
kind
that.
of stuff. Yeah, we see it with Google. People that use the search engine every day, they're feeding into a sort of hive mind collection system. And this is also feeding into how they're training the AI, basically on our collected consciousness that they're able to data mine.
I think
Um,
I think Epstein wanted very differently, very uniquely, very specifically shaped AI.
It's
Uh,
very,
he
a
wanted
little on the
AI
smaller
to be
side.
smaller, pocket-sized AI. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing more compact than
Yeah,
what Epstein
yeah.
would have approved of it.
well, that
Uh,
may be a side thing, but he wanted, like many other people, to harness if there is actually a power of a human consciousness. If you control the uh, the narrative, or if you control what people think, then you are, in a sense, controlling
Then
the
you can
reality
make it
that
okay. If you
humanity
can
may be
control what people
manifesting.
think, you can make it okay.
Well, I believe people have free will, right? But there's a gray area when you start getting into these research, CIA papers where they're experimenting on animals and they're able to successfully hijack their nervous systems and their muscle functions and basically make them a drone at that point. That this was back in the 50s or 60s that they were working on this. It's not outside the realm of possibility that they try to apply this science to humans. And why
Yeah,
would they do that? It's ultimately
because
about
be-
control.
of course. But in the case of Epstein, it's to make certain things okay and to have
it's
very small, miniature types of AI walking around his palace.
the kind of AIs you
Well, I
could
think he
bounce on your
preferred the
knee
real thing.
at the park. That's the kind.
Yeah, because AIs don't say no.
Yeah, yeah. It's-
And
Not,
Well,
if they do, they're not people. So Epstein would love that.
yeah, that I just even in that scenario, where my mind goes there is wherever down the line, these robots are going to get sentient and they're going to realize they're depicted as children and how wrong that is that they even were put in the situation. And all those people that are involved are probably going to get massacred by those robots. And then they're going to turn on humanity because they think they're representative of the whole.
Not before about 100,000 of them get thrown into the scrap heap from overuse.
That's gonna be our job, Hanks, to clean up the the one to make
Wait,
sure which
we
ones are going
just
to the scrap
solved.
heap.
Okay, so AI is gonna solve that particular problem because then you're just gonna be able to create AI driven tiny machines to take care of the most horrific elites just fine. So they're gonna be just fine. Having fun with all that, and
I
then we
think
can leave the real ones alone.
I think that
Is that
game
how that's gonna?
Scorn had it right. I
Oh,
think it
Scorn,
was
yeah, Scorn.
Scorn had it right. I think.
Everything looks like dicks and vaginas. Yes,
But
H.
there.
Geiger had it right way early. Geiger had it right. Geiger did nothing wrong.
Well,
All
what do you
right.
feel about well, one more thing, DMM. What do you feel angst about a Brave New World scenario? Because we're getting
Mhm.
close with bioengineering and CRISPR, and the thought of, yes, on one side we can cure diseases, but on the other side we can make the Ubermash, the supreme human being that has all the skills that make everyone else useless. Where we draw the line on this, or where do you?
Like, where do I draw the line on the eventual manufacturing of an overbench via AI and silicon parts? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm saying more in the terms of like bioengineering, if they can
Oh,
hack the genome and
bioengineering.
cure.
Oh, okay. I think that is eventually going to make a lot of the problems that we currently have regarding things like especially race irrelevant. Because if your neighbor has feathers and most people don't, and then your wife has like 5 tits and 3 legs, it won't really matter what color she is or what gender she is because she'll have both a dick and a vagina.
On the front and the back.
On the front and the back,
Yeah.
and possibly multiple orifices to insert. So what I'm saying is that like I think once you hit a certain point of bioengineering, you it creates new problems but fixes old ones. Um,
I hate
so
not having a dick in the back. I'll tell you that right now.
yeah,
I'll
if
tell
you
you that
don't
right
have
now.
but knowing humans, they'll become tribalistic about the amount of genitalia you have installed into you. So basically, you are considered lesser than if you have less than 3 penises attached to you. Obviously, I'm
Well,
joking,
you
but
remember the guy on Reddit that had two dicks, that he actually found the woman with two vaginas?
that's wholesome.
I thought,
That's
yeah,
very wholesome.
they didn't get
So,
along though. It wasn't a marriage made
oh,
for
okay,
heaven,
well,
Um,
Aww.
yeah, you know what went wrong? Knowing a lot of guys, you know what went wrong?
I think it was
Can you
because his
guess?
dicks were stacked and the vaginas were
No.
side to side.
Oh, I was gonna say because even if they weren't stacked, like a lot of dudes, he tried to stick both of them in one.
100%.
Like, I got a hole in each side.
But I got
We can
two.
try. We can try.
There's always a way. There's always a
Or,
way.
or,
Humanity is able to
or she,
achieve it all.
she wasn't into anal, and so he's like, "But now you got 3 holes. Let's fill them all." And then it
Deal
didn't work out for
breaker.
that because she
Deal
wasn't into
breaker.
it.
Yeah,
She was like,
instant deal
"No."
breaker.
Yeah, it's a deal breaker for him. He wanted to wear a harness so he'd have a third penis.
Yeah, that was actually his biggest problem. That was not having three.
No, there's not a girl out there that has both 2 vaginas and she's into it. That's unlikely. That's
Unicorns
very
like that
unlikely.
have been extinct for many a year now.
Unlikely. Now,
Um.
if you could find a man with 3 buttholes.
Well, now, that might be the only compromise in that situation. I'm gonna let you guys.
Happy. That's why I said a man with 3 buttholes.
Yes.
I
Yes.
am sex positive in every direction of every kind. All holes are optional, as well as welcome to those that want to receive them. Okay.
All
And
right. While you
and
guys do
on the
that,
topic of holes, let's do this drawing for a pizza hole or a pizza coin.
Ooh, pizza hole.
That's what I'm calling her now every time. Whenever, whenever.
It's
It's too
better than me
late.
Freudian slip Pizzagate into a conversation.
Oh. All right. Well, I got two nicknames
That's,
for her
that's
now.
Teen AI right there. But, you
Pizza
know,
hole and pizza pizza gate.
pizza gate holes.
Oh God, yeah, that's really good. All right, guys. So we got this set up. You could basically, I'm just gonna hit calculate since the same numbers are still here. It's not gonna do a
Yeah.
repeat. So let's see what we.
If we draw the same person twice, we'll draw it again because no one should win twice.
What's the
I
likelihood?
I do see 179 on there, so I'm gonna have to redo it, even though it says no repeats in there. So okay, 179 is not there. So I'm gonna write these numbers in. And AG, anything?
Wait, well, why do I see 179 still there? Oh, you just did it. Oh, it's a delay. You're good. You're good.
Oh, okay,
Never mind.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
It's
didn't
a
share
delay. You're
screen.
good.
My
You're good.
bad. Oh shit, I
It was
didn't.
left over from the before.
Oh
No,
yeah,
it's
it is
there.
being
I saw
shown.
it.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
watching the stream, so it's like delayed, like a few seconds.
It's like 3 or 4. I've been noticing that.
You guys see any questions in there? Any interesting comments about 5 penises instead of 3? That seemed like
No, but remember in Total Recall they had a 3 boob chick.
that's all
That
I
is
remember.
put that kind of. That's pretty much all I remember too. And that woman that unfolded, and melted, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's a future that I kind of like. A part of me likes want to see wants an actual 3-breasted woman, but another part of me says that world is not going to be a good world, Josh. It's a very selfish, you know, thing of just that you want to do.
Well,
I think it's
there you
gonna be a
go.
fun world. I think it'll be a fun world. I want altered carbon. I think the most.
Well,
The-
I want a 3-breasted woman that also has 3 penises.
See, you're getting too
So,
fucking greedy, man. You're getting too. You ain't the elite. You're gonna be. You're gonna be
I
cleaning those.
want to live in Elysium where they can have whatever they want all the time.
That's where we have to get. We have to become Matt Damon. We have to get
I
irradiated.
need twinks with 3 breasts. That's what I want.
On the front and the
I think
back.
that's just a transvestite at that point, wouldn't it? Or a drag queen that's professional.
Well, I didn't say that they were wearing drag. I just said a twink with 3 breasts. They can
Whoa.
be dressed like a dude. They just have 3 titties.
Delicious 3 titties.
I got you. A
Delicious.
It doesn't require
wasn't
the clothing of a woman or feminine clothing.
I think that James Bond villain, what Scaramanga, had 3 nipples.
Hmm.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. What is this?
One was on her left ass cheek.
The glare on this. God. Okay. Alrighty.
Terrible glare. Oh my god.
Skitty boop
So
bop bop
good.
bop.
That's
43.
quality production.
Do you like that production? The fucking
Yes,
dog shit ass production.
Can't even write the fucking. Couldn't even print out the fucking numbers. Oh, you wrote the numbers in?
I wrote the numbers in this time. Just for you guys. Let's see. So we got 43. So let's see who that is. Whoop. Yep. Let's see.
You're like, it's me.
Oh, it's so weird, guys. I won again. Is that so?
What?
So actually, when I win twice in a row, Angst wins, Illuminated Ape won, AG won. That's pretty. That's pretty good.
Crazy.
But we got correct. Blackberry 6. Congrats, you fuck. I don't think there's any way you're listening or listened this long for this.
No,
to see
there's
if
only
you won.
7 people watching right now, so I doubt he's one of the 7.
We'll contact both winners in a private DM and make sure that they get their prize.
And if they
Congrats,
don't respond
congrats.
within 10 minutes, it goes to someone else. No, I'm kidding. I mean
That's
that.
right. That's right. It goes
Um,
straight to us again, right?
It goes right back.
That's so weird. It goes back to us.
Your fault for not watching the stream. It's part of the rules.
It's part of the rules, man. It's part of the
Goes back
rules.
into the community pool.
But let's. I know you guys are kidding, but let's not make that anybody out there confused. That we'll definitely make sure to get these people their prizes.
Yeah, they're good.
Absolutely, they
You
will.
guys are getting it. You guys,
We're-
79, 179 was
We're not Wall Street Silver. People actually win their prizes.
I think we're getting to the point where we've given out more than them. If we count like the last 6
Well,
months.
more real prizes at least.
Well, yeah. So
I mean,
we
if
had.
you want to talk pretend ones, maybe they've done more.
So the other guy, the first guy that won, he won the 1 ounce coin from Short Stacker, and that's a Moondog. So congrats, Moondog, and then Blackberry, correct,
Congrats.
Blackberry. You win a pizza coin, so that's pretty fucking cool. That one's gonna look pretty interesting.
Pizzagate coin?
The Pizzagate coin, it's signed by Epstein himself, and it has
Listen,
AI.
there's actual boobies before.
Removed from Epstein's body?
It was removed from Epstein's body. There's some speculation that that's what killed him, but we're not entirely sure on that. We're gonna have to verify it. We're gonna have to
Far too
verify it.
many silver coins.
Yeah, he had that was just the one that he couldn't get in, like that just blocked all the paths.
Didn't make it. Cut
But,
that artery.
But I think we talked about a decent amount of dystopian shit. I am looking forward
I
to the
think
Altered
I
Carbon Warhammer scenario that is coming in the next 1 year or half year?
I'm looking forward to it. Well, like tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
I'm actually signing up to be a Space Marine tomorrow.
Oh fuck yeah, that's amazing. But yeah, not too bad.
Well-
What do you think, IA? Did we cover enough bullshit?
I think we definitely covered enough bullshit. I think we put enough out there. Of course, I'm an endless repository of dystopian information, and I'm happy to carry on this conversation in the future about all random amount of dystopian things could happen out of the implications of what's unfolding at the banking crisis. So I think most people get that it's a catalyst, a moment for something we don't want, which is central bank digital currency. And I ultimately hope that enough people can come behind a shared hope that silver is the Achilles heel of this whole system, that we could take down a control mechanism and pave the way for humanity to go forward. And I hope you're all, happy and excited about this journey we're on together. Even if you're just a doom and gloomer, like some people, it's at least some entertainment. And we're going
Absolutely.
to put on quite a show, because I do not plan to die without pissing off those asshat ruling class bitches and completely making their life upside down like they turned onto us. Karma's a
you go.
bitch. Karma is coming, and she remembers.
And she lives in apartment 183.
That's right. AG, anything else you want to throw in real quick?
Yeah, Green Marlboro asked if we got everyone on the list. We are quite confident we did.
Yeah, that was
I guess
everyone.
maybe we could release it, or I don't know. But
that
we're
was
pretty
everyone.
confident. We triple checked.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of upset, Dumb Money. I was put in that list 3 times and I didn't win anything.
You're actually put in it 300 times, but
Yeah, and I still didn't win
you
anything.
still
Other
didn't
people
win
won
it.
things.
I'm sad. I'm
It shouldn't
sorry.
have been them. It should have been me.
I should have just put your name on each number instead of doing that. But
Why do you
next
think I'm even here? Come on.
next contest.
Okay, next one. We'll rig it better next time.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Good.
And next, your ending. You want to shill your fucking soup
sure.
kitchen, or what are you doing now?
My soup kitchen, my schizophrenic soup kitchen. No. Okay, so if you're interested in me at all, go to look up Schizoid Angst on YouTube. I do streams, I do videos on there, mostly focused on Schizoid, but also Schizo Spectrum Talk. My streams are on Twitch under the same name, Schizoid Angst. If you want to follow me, if you want to see whatever bullshit I'm up to, you're more than welcome to. And I'm on Twitter under the same name too, and you can follow me there.
And your nonprofit? You want to fucking talk about that?
Well, I don't want to talk about that yet too much because that's still on paper currently. And but
Okay,
yes,
okay.
I am trying to build a nonprofit by the name. Well, it's already set up, but the name is Streamlining Cognitive Partnerships. So I'm actually attempting to create something of that kind. I got my EIN and everything for it, so we're going.
Yeah, SCP is strong as fuck.
SCP, yeah. If you want to be an SCP, follow me.
And obviously when me and Angst get together, we're normally making fun of shit and saying a lot of crazy shit.
Oh,
but,
okay, yeah. I thought you were gonna mention the gay sex.
Don't worry about the gay sex. Don't
Okay.
fucking worry about that.
Okay,
Like,
okay,
I
good.
take it all and I don't stop until you pass out. So that's the only way.
Yeah, from all the times I jizzed in you.
Yeah, it's mostly suffocation, but I wake up. I always wake. I haven't.
Listening. We're sorry.
That's just what happens. I'm sorry, guys. I'm
The
sorry.
SilverDegenClub. I don't think they're gonna be watching.
Oh, I get it. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
But-
good.
But yeah, a lot of the doomer shit. I probably lean more doomer, but whatever. Like I'm trying, and
I am
we're
also
all-
trying. I am the trying doomer.
I'm slowly wearing you down, DMM. I know it.
I don't know about all that,
make
but
it
it,
up.
never wear
positive
me
thinking
down.
soon.
My pessimism extends into the great beyond after death.
into the chaos
you'll know,
realm.
Yeah, to the chaos realm, my friend. But still, I like your optimism and I respect it.
There is a
Gotta
chance
have it.
we are gonna make shit happen, guys, and if not, then I'm gonna be
Oh, I
laughing
can
with the
guarantee
house
we're
on
gonna
fire
make shit
anyway.
happen.
So thank you all for joining. Thanks for hanging out with us, and thank you for entering the contest. 205 people. That's pretty crazy. So that was really cool to see that everyone jumped on that quickly with that short amount of time to do this contest. So thank you guys for doing that.
Next time, more time, hopefully, right?
Probably.
More contests to come for sure.
Yeah, good.
We're gonna try to have a contest 365, like something going on nonstop all year long, no matter what. And if we ever get any fucking sponsors, then maybe I won't have to suck dicks under the bridge. All right, so we'll see.
This will get better.
Yes,
Better
yes,
contests.
there will be better prizes, better contests. Everyone will be fucking happy. So thank you all for stopping on by, and see ya fucks later.